Yeah, so you parked your bike, it's charged up, and now you're discharging into the grid, the power, and the heart transverter is modulating all that, so it puts in correctly into the grid, and it can take this battery or other batteries and harmonize it with the grid, and that's really what.
And that's how you lower your own electric bill at your house.
Right. So
it reverses the meter.
If you had this bike charging during the day off solar panels or buying it at a cheap rate, right, and then at 5 o'clock when the rate goes up or something, you're putting it out at maybe double.
So you save money.
Double the.
And I think there's tax credits with that.
Well, what Hart was talking about was interesting is there's rate times right now, right? But there's another thing of that's just charging people more. But what they're trying to do is balance out the grid, because when you have a lot of people come home and turn on their air conditioners at 5 o'clock, there's a spike and the grid voltage goes down. So the challenge for the power companies is where do they get that extra power from? And most power plants are not designed to go up and down real rapidly. And this is the dilemma that's kind of actually killing solar, is wind and sun is highly variable. The wind can just stop blowing. Power plant suddenly has to come back on and come up with that energy, or the clouds come over. So if everybody has a small a battery bank or a bike plugged in, they can then, and what's neat about the Hart transverter is he can put this through the web, so the power company knows I have 18,000 kilowatt hours available in all these bikes and cars and homes I can draw on. And so when the power goes down, I can just go hit them rather than turning on a power plant. That's extremely expensive electricity. It's like 10 to 20x over the regular electricity you're buying. So it lets them stabilize the grid. And what the transverter is doing is it's allowing them to see all that, because it doesn't do any good if I have those batteries at home and you do, and they don't know they're there, or they don't know they're charged. They need to know that in real time, because they're going to, like that thing about the Super Bowl, right? When the commercial comes on, all the refrigerators open, and the toilets go, same thing. All the water disappears, and the refrigerators pop on, and they have to meet that demand, and they spin all the power plants up because they know that's happening. And so they do that on a normal basis, but the problem with solar's doing and wind is it's screwing that all up. So they have no idea when things are happening. So they don't want to have more solar because of that. This has the potential to allow solar to grow and continue to grow, because you saw yesterday the solar panels are actually the cheap part of the equation now, but the utilities don't want them because they go, you just want to give me power and I don't want the power, and then you want me to compensate for it at huge differentials when it goes away. So it's like unreliable power. It's useless.
And the electric rates during the night, when there's different rates, so when they're more expensive, you can just put the power back from the bike back into the house, which is what they're doing here with the discharge.
Right now they're putting it into the grid. So this is what you'd be doing during the day at peak power, and then you charge your bike at night when it's cheap, because the power plant, most of the demand is actually, if it's hot, noon to 7 p.m. and then it kind of just disappears. So a power plant likes to run continuously without, that's the best, most efficient way. It's just running continuously. So they don't really want to shut them down at night. They want to keep running them. So if you can buy that electricity, store it, like they do with a dam, they pump the water back up into the dam, basically making a big battery. So this is like a distributed energy system that what I see as great is it's making solar more viable again, because it's going to run into its roadblocks.